One of the coolest animals to hunt out here on Loggers Point, in my opinion, is probably the mule deer. That's because every time you see a 180 plus buck, it gets your heart pumping. All right, I just saw, oh, right there, right there. Yeah, we got a coyote out there, about 159 yards. It's a small female, so we're gonna use the, tell you what, let's try and switch back to the AR-223 real quick. And there he is right there. Of course I would miss. Unbelievable. Alright, well, pretty sure we found him again out there at about 200 yards. This time we're going to hold a little bit higher. Oh, don't start walking on me. Well, I don't know if we're going to get a shot off now. It was right there. Oh, there it is. Oh, God, that was a mile off. Alright, here we go. We got eyes on another coyote, and this time we are not going to be messing up the shot. This is actually a decent male, and he's right out there. About 100 yards out from us. Also, there happens to be a muley doe over there as well. Oh, come on! Man, it's so tough to shoot this thing. Well, we got some pretty decent blood right here. Hold on. Hold on a second. So we got 12% to 28% there. 12% to 28% here. But that's gonna be it. Because once we get to this track here, there's gonna be no more blood, and that means... Oh, I don't really care about the coyote anymore. We got ourselves a call from a muley buck. Here we go. That's what we wanted to find. Alright, well, now we gotta switch back to our 7mm08. Alright, let's make sure we're all loaded. And get ready for this buck. I mean, I still can't believe the fact that we just went 0 for 3 on coyotes. We missed that female twice, and now we missed a big male. Oh, what do we got out there? There's our buck. He's a decent one, about a 150 or 160s. And we're gonna try and pull off a shot here somehow. Dropped him, just barely in the nick of time. Wow. He was about to go over that hill. Yep, he's laying right here. Here we go. He was actually further than I thought. And we got him a little bit high, about a perfect spun shot of 154.3. Let's take a look at our first muley of Loggers Point. Not a bad looking rack on him. Now I know there's a lot bigger ones out here, but to start out, that's not a half bad looking buck. Man, there's so many coyotes around here, I can't even tell you how many. We literally keep running into them every 5 minutes. And there we have it again. Another coyote calling. Wow, they're everywhere. Alright, this time we're going to try and take a nice prone shot so we can actually get one of these things for once. Because at this point we're literally 0 for 4. I mean, we missed 3 coyotes, but we missed 1 twice, so that counts as 2. Oh, jumped up. Oh my god, we just jumped up a huge muley buck. Oh my god, that's a big buck. Oh. Man. We're too focused on these coyotes here, and we jumped up a massive potential 200 plus buck. You know, I had a feeling we should probably start crouching too. And sure enough, he was right down there in that little ravine. Wow. Well, the good thing is the direction that he's headed is actually a pretty open area. So we're gonna mark where he's at, and then we'll continue on along this path. Not only that, it looks like shortly after that, he should be in range of this tree stand. That's gonna be his track right there. 100%. Look at the size of that track. It's not even that heavy of a buck. But that's for surely him. I mean, unless there was 2 bucks here, which I suppose could be a possibility. Yeah, honestly, I would never track this buck. This isn't even close to a max weight buck. It's like a small to medium weight buck. But the rack is massive. Oh, what do we got there? What do we got there? That's another buck. Is that a whitetail? What the heck is that? I mean, it looks like a muley, but the rack... Okay, no, it's a 150 buck. Look at that buck there weighs even more than the buck that we're tracking right now. I mean, yeah, we do have the compound bow, which we could potentially try and take down this buck here. And, well, if he keeps going the direction that he's going, he might walk right to us. So, I mean, we might as well try and take him down, right? I can hear him. Can't quite see him, but I can hear him. Oh! He took a step right when we took that shot and we got him far back. Ooh, that's going to be an intestine hit right there. It will take him down, but it's going to be an intestine hit. I don't believe it's going to spook our big buck, though. Yep, intestine. Not only that, he's actually leading us in the right direction of the other buck. Oh my god, that's him, that's him, that's him. No, 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 no. Oh, I didn't think that was going to be him. Alright, he's got to be over this ridge here somewhere. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It led us right to the buck that we took the shot with the Camel Pulsar and made an intestine hit. So he's laying right down there. Our big buck's got to be over this ridge here somewhere. I mean, what a perfect spot for him to be. In fact, there's his track right there. We know for a fact he went right through here. But he was not interested in coming into the call at all. So I have no clue where he went. The only thing that I can think of that possibly could have happened is maybe he trotted on down to the brush row there on the bottom of this lake. Okay, yeah, so we do have trotting tracks there, and he was headed back kind of this direction here. I still think it's kind of fascinating the fact that this buck here weighs more than the buck that we're tracking right now. And score-wise, it's almost double. I mean, this is probably a 150 buck here, but the one that we're after is for sure close to 200 plus. Liver shot. Okay. So that shot wasn't even that bad. Well, I mean, I don't really know how far he would have ran, but if he only ran for 1 minute and 14 seconds, he probably went down almost instantly. So let's take a look at that real quick and just see where the shot placement was as far as the shoulder blade there. Yeah, I mean, overall, the shot does look pretty good. Like I said, had he not taken a step forward, it would have been an epic, epic shot. But he did take that step forward, unfortunately. And we got him a little bit too far back. But good buck. Good buck indeed. Alright. Let's find that big buck. What do you say? Alright, this is getting a little bit ridiculous now because we've been tracking this mule deer for 20 minutes now and it just keeps on trotting. Like, it will not slow down or change pace whatsoever. I don't know if that's because he's such a big buck or just because he's really smart or what it is, but this is starting to get a little bit tough to be able to track down. Oh, don't lose his track. Okay, there we go. Another one. Well, we gotta figure out where that one is. It's another muley, and he's straight down below us. Straight down there. I don't see him though, but I want to make sure we don't lose this track here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna post up right down over here and see if we can't see this buck. Oh, look at that, another coyote calling. Male coyote. Well, this time we actually might be able to call this coyote into range and take him down with a bow. That could be kind of cool. As we're sitting here waiting for our big muley buck to come in, we're gonna do that. We'll sit here with our bow and wait for this coyote to come in. I hear something, but it doesn't sound like a coyote. It is a coyote. There it is right there. Got him. I'll be honest, that shot was not amazing, but it should take him down. Oh, come on, big buck. You gotta get out from that brush. Well, that's quite interesting. We got a lung hit on our coyote here, but he took off. Wow. I was not expecting that. So how far is he gonna go? Apparently not that far. He's piled up right there. Oh, that's our buck. It's not our buck. It's a different buck. Man, how many bucks are down here? All right, well, let's try and get this buck to come in here. So that actually might be the 150 buck, or potentially that could be the other big buck that we saw. Who knows? This buck might be even bigger. Either way, I'm liking this setup. He called from right down there. And the reason I think he might be a nice one is because we've been calling for a while. And he's been completely silent up until now. Usually that's what the big bucks do. They wait until the last second and then they put out a grunt. Because they don't want to kind of state their exact location. Ooh, there they are right there. There's two of them, three of them. Oh my god, they're all coming in right now. Oh my god. Look at what's coming in right here. That's our 180 plus buck right there. There's a 150 buck there, and then there's another 150 there. But this buck is 50 yards out from us. He's almost in range for a shot with the bow. Alright, we're gonna hang tight right up here and see what direction this buck decides to go. So right now, he's about 40 yards out. Coming straight towards us. I'm hoping he turns. Okay, he's 20 yards away. We're gonna take the shot. Smoked him. Perfect double lung shot right through the shoulder, and he dropped right there. All right. Yeah, I must be mistaken because I thought for sure there was another 180 plus muley in here. I'm not saying we're not going to go look for tracks, but I feel like he should have showed himself by now. Anyways, check this out. We got ourselves a coyote piled up down here and our muley. And the coyote is laying right here, as well as the muley, right there. So here's our bonus coyote while we're waiting for our muley to come in. Ooh, that's a nice one. 45.7 shoulder lung shot, 23 yards out. And then here's our big muley. Wow. Look at the mass on that thing. Yeah, I would say like 187. That's going to be kind of my estimate on this buck here. Double lung heart shot. And it's going to be a 182.5. So there we have it. A 180 plus muley buck. 21 yard, double lung heart shoulder blade shot. Absolutely phenomenal shot placement on that buck. But let me tell you what, we worked hard on this thing. We worked real hard. He kept trotting, he kept outsmarting us. And then finally, we turned the tables on him, and we were the ones that outsmarted him. So let's take a really cool picture of this guy. And I really like this one actually. All right, you can see he's really wide, super thick with a ton of mass. It's just that he doesn't have that full shape there on his fork, both sides. If he had another 4 inches on both sides of his fork there, he'd probably be at 200 plus. Another coyote calling, and it's another male as well. Well, he called from over there. There's a chance we might be able to get this coyote to come down here. And what a perfect setup we'll have as well. If we call him into right here, and we're in that tree spot right there, well, underneath that tree and on top of that hill, it's the perfect scenario. It really is. So we'll call one more time here. And now let's tuck in and get ready. Oh, I see him, I see him, I see him. He's coming in, he's coming in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so we're sneaking around the back side here. And now we gotta go prone. I hear him, I hear him. Yep, he's coming in. Alright, we made it. Just barely. Smoked him! Oh my god, what a perfect setup. We barely got here in time. He stopped out there at about 25 yards. We held the 20-yard pin right on top of his lung and let one fly. He piled right up. Wow, that was cool. What a heck of an awesome bonus that was right there. Ooh, we cut that one close. He almost busted us on the way in, and also we got a super cool fur variant of this coyote as well. What an incredible shot. Double lunged him at, oh my god, and he's a giant as well. 51.48 monster coyote there. Double lung at 30.5 yards. And he weighed 23 pounds. Holy, let's take a look at this. This is our biggest coyote with the new fur variation here. And not only that, we dropped him right next to our 180 plus muley that we just got as well. So, how cool is that? How cool is that? Oh, I actually like that a lot. Alright, honestly, that is pretty epic. I really like that picture. Except, our guy's a little bit too close. There we go. Right there. That is awesome. You know, we should probably get him mounted as well because he's our biggest coyote with that fur variation. Holy, that's what we've been looking for right there. We just got eyes on a huge whitetail. He's out there a long ways out, but if you look closely, you can see his rack sticking out right there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and set up the bipod right here somehow. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Oh, he's going to step out, isn't he? Oh. I really wish this grass didn't stick out so much. Okay, this is actually gonna work. This is gonna work. And there he is stepping out. Oh my god, perfect, perfect, perfect. There he is right there. Look at that buck. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to hold high. We definitely hit him good, but we dropped a little bit too low. Well, we got him. Didn't make the greatest shot in the world, but it should take him down. So he was a really cool wide buck, but he was only a 5x5. He had plenty enough space to be a big 12-pointer or maybe even a 14-pointer, but he was just lacking a few tines. So in other words, he's going to be like a 152 scoring whitetail, which is still a monster considering the biggest one we got so far is like a 123 whitetail. And that was a couple days ago. All right, so he was standing right down here when we took the shot. So there should be blood right here. No? No blood. How about here? No blood. Maybe he was back here? Yeah, he was here. Okay, so there definitely should be blood here. Still not seeing any blood here. Hold on a second. A female hog. If it was a nice male, we'd... Oh my god, there's an even bigger buck. Oh my god, look at that buck. It's a giant high rack whitetail. Holy, is that thing massive. That's a 160 plus buck. And it's not even the same one that we shot at, which apparently we missed. Because I'm not seeing any blood here whatsoever. Now, the question is, can we get a shot off on this buck? And oh boy, I don't know if we're going to be able to. Well, we could go for a back of the neck shot. Wow, that should have been good. It really should have been good. Okay, so we got that buck marked. Now, where in the heck is this one? Because there's absolutely no way we didn't hit it. Okay, we found the blood. That means we definitely hit our buck. Whew. I was a little bit worried about that. Alright. We got really good blood going through here. Down to 39%, down to 18%. And our monster buck is piled up right here. He didn't go 50 yards. And he's laying right here, guys. Look at the size of the spread on this thing. Wow, this buck is incredible. So the reason that we actually didn't make a good shot was because he was over 200 yards. And versus Call of the Wild, 200 yards, you're not going to have the same amount of drop as you are in Call of the Wild. So in Call of the Wild, you wouldn't have any drop, but here we're having a bunch of drop. So in reality, we were holding for right here, but we should have been holding for top of the spine to compensate for a good 8 to 10 inches of drop. It's still going to be a 150 scoring whitetail though. And he is, in fact, a monster. Oh, come on. Look at where that bullet came out. That's the heart. You're telling me that's not going to be a heart shot? Look at that. That's the exit right there. First off, look at this rack. Let's take a look at the entrance on where we hit there, if we can even see. Okay, maybe that is the entrance. That does make sense. We dropped right below the heart. We were holding right on the front shoulder, and we dropped right below the heart. But still, one incredible whitetail. Look at the spread on that thing. Wow. That is an awesome, awesome looking buck. Man, is he massive. Alright, so we got him. And now we're going to go over here and get this. Alright, so we got him. And now we're going to go over here and track down this massive high rack whitetail buck. How cool is that? We ended up taking down a super wide rack buck, and seconds later, we spot a massive high rack. Which I thought we made a good neck shot, but apparently not, because he did not drop. But then again, we should have probably held above the head in order to compensate for the neck. In order to hit the neck and compensate for that drop. Anyways, I do feel confident that we at least hit it for sure. 75 to... I cannot believe how many whitetail tracks there are in this area. There's so many, it's not even funny. There's at least 8 whitetail buck tracks all right here. All right, so I don't know if this is where he was when we took the shot or not. Nope, these are all old tracks here. So then maybe he was on top of this ridge here? Yeah, he had to have been like up here further. There is a track there, and that could be from our buck. Okay, this has to be where he was. And we did in fact get a hit. Okay, so we got blood here. And we got some good blood here, down to 56%. Not looking spectacular just yet, but our buck is piled up right there. We got him. Look at the size of the mass on that thing. Oh my god, look at how many points this buck has. Wow. That's going to be a 160 plus high rack buck right there. Maybe even bigger. It's going to be a 163.6 scoring high rack monster whitetail. And we actually did in fact hit it in the neck. But we just didn't get the penetration to go through and get the neck, I guess. I don't know. What a monster buck. We could hardly even see the back of his neck. That's literally all we could see on this buck, in fact. And we went for it. You can see. We hit pretty much perfect. I honestly don't know how that missed the spine unless we push a little bit wide right. But let's see if we can get that in the sun. There we go, right there. Look at that shot. To me, it seems like maybe the wind pushed it a good inch or two to the right. Because obviously the spine is right in the middle of his neck there, and we just missed it. But nonetheless, it still took down this massive whitetail buck. And that is awesome. Boy, is that one incredible buck. And that is going to make for one epic trophy shot right there. Wow. What a massive, massive buck. But on that note, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. What a heck of a way to finish off this hunt. We ended up taking down a huge 180 plus muley in the beginning. We took down that big coyote, 53 scoring coyote. And then we took down two massive whitetail bucks, a 150 and a 160 scoring high rack whitetail.